Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof here, and welcome back to Let's Play Psychonauts! Or Silent Hill, as the case may be. When we last left off, we had just helped Fred Bonaparte downstairs, got access to the upper areas of the insane asylum, and we're heading truly into endgame now. From this point onward, we're pretty much finishing up all what's left of the game. Now, when I say we're in endgame, I truly mean it, because the game is taking off all the kitty gloves here. Those things I just killed? Confusion rats. They will run straight at Raz, and should they get near him, they will go and explode. Not only does this do, like, 2 layers of mental health of damage, this will also go and, well, confuse you, because they are confusion grenades, more or less. This may not sound too bad, but enough damage will kill Raz outright, and, well, it really sucks in the later parts of this area because we're going to be doing a lot of platforming here. This can make, well, things not exactly happy when you're in the middle of a jump and you're confused around. Also, this is where the majority of our remaining brains are going to be.
Benny. I thought it would be smaller.
Yep, we're even saving the bully's brains. Now, what's really interesting about this last part of the area, more so than anything else, is, well, it's not immediately obvious just what Raz can grab onto and what he cannot. At some points, it feels like you'll be able to grab on something and be able to move on fairly easy. Other times, you'll be just wondering where the hell to go, and then find out you can jump on something you didn't know you could. Can make things rather interesting, but, for it being so late in the game to say, oh hey, you'll be able to jump onto this rather inconspicuous bit that kind of looks like background, it can be a bit annoying. Now, the character we've been seeing little glimpses of as we've been progressing through this area is voiced by an actress that many people might be familiar with. The name Tara Strong ring a bell? It should. She's played characters like Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls, Twilight Sparkle, and Raven from the Teen Titans. Really interesting that they gave her a character who's actually fairly small in terms of her role for this game. Also, another brain.
Bobby Zilch. I didn't know you had a brain. Man, I wish you were here for that joke, Bobby.
Not really a good joke, Raz. And as much as I would love to leave that particular brain behind, I am trying to shoot for 100%, so yeah. And thankfully, though, the brains are a lot easier to just collect in general on your first time through versus some of the emotional baggage and whatnot, especially for some of the more chaotic levels. I've come to learn that those rats are easier to kill simply by letting you just sit and still and waiting until you hear that, like, stretching skin sound that tells you they're gonna blow. That said, we will be getting to a point where we're gonna be seeing a bunch of these rats, so it's probably better to shoot first and ask questions later. Now, one thing I would like to mention as we continue onwards up into this crumbling tower is, well, the order of which we can collect the brains. Now, this being a point-and-click adventure style game, you see just a lot of interactions. It's like we can burn somebody and they'll have a different reaction compared to as if we would go and use the confusion bombs on them and so on and so forth. Makes it for really interesting gameplay. Also, another brain.
Elka Doom. Maybe I should let JT have some time alone before I return this brain.
Now, with that said, that also, I believe, includes the cutscenes, because we can actually go back whenever we wanted to and recranialize the kids' brains. Ooh, camera, play nice here. This means that we could end up, you know, seeing particular cutscenes in different order. Now, while I am uncertain that we would actually be getting completely different cutscenes, there are things where Raz will go, oh hey, you know, this character is waiting for you already, or hey, we haven't rebrained this kid yet, you're gonna have to wait for a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they would actually show you different scenes if you were to, say, miss certain kids' brains. Or to get them out of order. Because I believe, like, JT, for example, will go and talk about one of his friends if you go and get them in a certain order, and he might say something different if you don't. I'm honestly not really willing to check that out for myself, simply because, well, getting the brains in general is not exactly an easy task. Some of them are in rather irritating places, and this is the part I was really wanting to be careful of. Just so many rats, so many rats, so many rats, rats. I am surprised that I did not get confused at all in that. Also, how in the world is this able to stay up there? Is it nailed to the frickin' floor? I mean, that would kind of make sense in an insane asylum because, you know, you don't want the inmates taking stuff, but... Also, what in the world landed into the frickin' water? I didn't put anything there. See, this is what's part of what I'm talking about. You just don't know what you can grab onto at times and what you can't. It can make this particular part of the level really irritating. Especially when they hide brains off onto the side like this.
Yo, Quentin. Good to see your brain again.
Alright, let's get up here. Now, if I remember correctly, we should be able to go up here. We actually need to go over in that direction. So let's get over here. Because there is a brain hidden over here as well. And land there, Raz. Yep, there's another one. Dogans!
Dogan Pool. I told you I'd get your brain back.
Ah, good old Dogan. Definitely one of my more favorite characters here. And the one you're actually properly introduced to so you know their name from the get-go. I don't think cooking a confusion rat would be a good thing. Alright. Now, one of the major aspects of this game I've really come to learn playing it again is just how much of the level design that you can pretty much skip with your abilities. Being able to just, like, jump and levitate in general will allow you to skip huge chunks of the level design. And it makes me kind of curious on why that was the case. Maybe it's just a fact that, you know, the developers were used to a different style of game and platforming is not exactly their forte. I'm not sure.
Huh. Phoebe's brain is warmer than the others.
Alright, going up here, we are getting close to the tippy top. I believe we only have a few more brains that we actually have to find. And hopefully the game would actually work with us and not have me just fall down. There we go. Eesh. And we're also going to be... Pretty much we're getting to this point where... Once we get to the next level, oh boy, the next level is kind of infamous.
Yay! Woohoo! Crystal's brain. Let's hear it for thinking.
Yeah, let's hear it for thinking indeed, although I'm not sure if it's a good idea to get the suicidal character's brains back. Wow, was there really a rat that was just about to pop over there? Oh my god, I love frickin' bouncing shots. one of the more useful abilities in pretty much any game you go into. There is a side challenge marker there. We will not bother with it because I do not want to be climbing. I'll just grab it off screen. Now, as you can see, we can't exactly open this door. It can highlight it, but... Highlight it, Raz. Raz.
Nope. Doesn't
There we
look
go.
like it's gonna budge.
Yeah, so you won't be able to move it, but if you go over here, you can clearly see... Oh.
Scram!
No! This is my Let's Play. I'm gonna stay here and do what I want. But as you can see, we can go and simply just move the frickin' chair, and, well, we'll be able to continue onwards. Alrighty then, let's just jump up here. We immediately want to jump down over here for another brain.
Clem's brain. 3 cheers for brains.
Alrighty then, I think that's the second to last one. I think there only is one brain left before we get up to the tippy top of this tower. Alright, I think... Yeah, now we just gotta go around here. And this is what I'm talking about. It feels like you're not exactly certain where to go and what to jump on. This is a little bit more obvious, but it still can get a little confusing. Nils.
To think that every cell in Nil's brain is dedicated to the ladies.
Alrighty then. So this... Oh,
This is your last warning! Go back down right now or you'll be very, very sorry!
huh. That's weird. There's no thunderclouds in the sky. Maybe she's got the whole Batman thing going on. Well, there's a little much we can do left. Let's just double check to see if we got all the brains. Yes, we did. And, well, let's go on and go properly up to the very tippy top of this tower. Ooh. You know what? I've never noticed it before now, but those clouds are human faces. Makes my Silent Hill joke from the beginning of the episode a little bit more accurate. Knowing the people who made this game, all those faces are probably the developers. Anyway, we're almost at the tippy top, but, of course, things can't be that easy. But hopefully by this point you've realized, oh, somebody's gonna see me and gonna say, oh hey, you can't do this, so just walk past them. Give him a couple of smacks, although I don't really think it does anything. And get one of the last brains we have to get. Oh, hang on, I need that health.
How can something as small as Vernon's brain hold so many boring stories?
It's easy, Reyes. I just compact. Anyway, going up here should show us what we need to see.
Worthless! These brains are worthless, Shigo. Just like the one in your head.
No, they're nice. They're nice brains, Dr. Lobato. Really?
They're too nice. They won't fight. I need killers. I need angry brains. I squeeze them, I poke them, I twist them. What do I have to do to make them fight? Maybe I should try my drill.
I'm not gonna bring you any more brains if you're gonna be so mean to them.
No matter what I do?
No matter what.
Not even if I...
Don't!
Not even if I cook you a little...
Doctor, no!
A little turtle soup?
Please, Dr. Lobato, no!
A nice hot turtle soup. Nothing better on a cold night like this than some boiling hot soup.
You need Mr. Pokey
Oh, okay. You sure?
I mean, yes!
All right. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and heat you up a cup? It's made of turtles. Turtles that you love. Isn't that right, Mr. Pokylove? Okay. Well, maybe I'll just make some for myself. Bring me a good brain, Shigo, or Mr. Pokylove becomes Mr. Smokylope. Smokylope. When you're a dentist, you have to learn to have a sense of humor, you know. It helps to calm the patients down.
Dude, you're a couple of teeth short of a full set, you know what I'm saying? Also, he has some brains that we kinda want. So that's what happened to Sasha and Mia. Well, looks like we want to get Mr. Pokelope out, but I don't think it's gonna be doable right now. So let's go ahead and, well, collect the last bit of brains we have, because believe it or not, they're just kind of sitting right here.
Elton, what can I tell you? You were right. The old legends were true.
He was the character who was talking about the fish, wasn't he? Linda. Let's go ahead and grab this card and get the last brain.
Welcome back to the thinking world, Mikhail.
Now, clearly, Shigor does not like her, so, you know, guy down there. So let's see if we can convince her to help us out.
I warned you not to come up here! They know you're coming! They're gonna take your brain!
Listen, the man you're working for is a deranged lunatic.
I know! I hate him! But if I don't do what he says, he'll...
Cook your little turtle from the inside out.
Yeesh.
Igor, hostage situations like this are always extremely delicate. I'll have to extract Mr. Pokelope from his prison using my psychic powers. After which, this Lobato character should be fairly trivial to neutralize.
Yes, because once we get Mr. Pokilo back, he'll tell us what to do. He always tells me what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need to get them back, but we also get to say hi to, well, 2 brainless Psychonaut agents and our would-be girlfriend, question mark, as well as Cake.
Sasha, Mia, Lily.
Raz, you came.
Of course I did. We gotta get you out of here.
Look! The coach must have lured Sasha and Mia here on official Psychonauts business and then ambushed them with sneezing powder. They're completely brainless.
I know. I saw their brains downstairs. Listen, first things first. I was thinking about what you said about us making out.
Really,
Yeah?
Raz?
Oh man, I'm so glad he showed up. I was just starting to feel slightly less phlegmy. Wait, he didn't just hear.
Yee.
Ah! Get away from me. Stop reading my mind. Go rebrain Sasha and Mia so they can help us break this lock.
Yeah, well, we're also gonna need this cake. But, yeah, so, believe it or not, folks, this is...
Don't let anything happen to him.
We won't, Shigor, we won't. I just have to wrap up the episode. Hold on. But this here, believe it or not, folks, is actually endgame to the point of, well, really, no return. After we go save Mr. Pokelope and we come back up here, we pretty much dedicate ourselves to not being able to come back whatsoever. So, instead of doing that, despite the fact that having Mr. Pokelope and showing him to all the children is actually an achievement, if you have the Steam version of this game, we're going to go back. And to do that, if I would hit the right button, we need the bacon.
There's that smell again.
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction.
Now, don't ask me how Cruller extracts us from a physical area. Just hand wave it off to psychic powers. But yeah, so Now, you might be wondering, why exactly are we going back to HQ if we're so close to the end of the game? Well, for two reasons. One, we want to recranalize those kids because it actually counts towards completion if we do it now, versus just finishing the game with all the brains in our pocket. The other reason is, well, we've definitely missed some of the collectibles throughout the game. And while I'm not going to be showing off all the figments, there are a couple of emotional baggage and vaults that we've missed throughout our adventure. As such, I'm going to be going back and collecting them all. Yes, we're going to be going and doing at least one, maybe two recap episodes where we're just going and finishing out all those levels we didn't. But as it is, with us so near the end of our adventure, I want to take a little time to just say, in a way, goodbye to all the characters we've met throughout our adventure. What better way to do that than simply giving them their brains back and telling them of the adventure we've gone through to get them. It's been a wild ride, and we're almost done. So for now, I'll leave you all with seeing all these kids get their brains back. Until then, folks, we'll see you next time.
Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health potential.
That sounds great. But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools. Messy, yes, but not dangerous.
And so that's why, even though she is a girl, and we are good friends, she is not technically my girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My dad is never going to send me to this camp again. Where's Kitty? Never mind. I'll find her.
So, as you can imagine, we are in some bad trouble.
Sounds like it's time something bad happened to our fine coach.
Well, let me tell you what our plan is.
Please, you have your plan, I have mine.
But,
Say no more.
and that's how the coach is planning to take over the world.
Wow, that is so not chill. Hey, where's Phoebe?
We're gonna be rebraining her really soon.
Well, when she comes out, she's gonna want to hit stuff. I better go wait by her drums.
And so, long story short, we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Well, there's only one thing that can make this better. Pedicure. See ya.
And that's why we have to find Lily right away.
That is some crazy stuff, guys. I'm kinda glad I was out for most of it. Well, with the world ending and everything, I should probably go see what girls want to make out one last time.
So I said, brain her? I don't even know her.
Crystal!
So, any questions?
Is Elton okay?
Well, he'll be fully brained soon, I promise.
When he comes out, tell him I'm waiting for him down by the docks, okay?
Hey, do you want to help us save the... Typical. So that's who's been kidnapping all the kids.
Oh man, I just want to burn that coach. Hey, where's Quentin?
He's waiting for you at band practice.
He better not be painting the wrong band name on my drums again.
The end.
Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna go get on the coach's radio and call for help.
See, now that's an excellent idea. Why can't everyone be so helpful?
Yeah, I modified the antenna, so now it broadcasts straight into outer space.
Oh, man. And that's why we need your help more than anybody's.
Well, shut my mouth. I better go patrol the living quarters, guard the women folk and all. Say, is my hombre walking around yet?
Not yet, but soon.
I just hope he forgives me for acting like such a dang fool.
And that's why finding your brain in particular was my highest priority.
You know, I'll bet if JT wasn't so distracted, this wouldn't have happened. He's probably with that prissy little show pony right now.
No, actually I think her mind's on other things at the moment.
Well, maybe I'll go see what's up. One of us at least should be guarding the sleeping quarters.
No, I promise you, you didn't drool at all.
Is Milka okay?
Yeah, she's waiting for you down by the docks.
Gotcha.
Hey, do you want to help us save the... Okay, is making out all anyone thinks about in this place? And that is how I beat the hideous hulking lungfish of Lake Oblongata.
So, does the coach, does he have an evil sidekick? A yes man? Or a lick spittle? Anything?
Not sure. Why?
No reason. Bye.
Scared? You better believe I was scared. You'd have to be a fool not to be. But the trick is to never let them see you sweat.
Wow, I guess that's what those squirrels were trying to tell me.
Huh?
They kept saying the tiny man is gonna kill everyone. I thought they were talking about me. Oh man, I have to go apologize.
That's a good question. But I didn't taste it, so I don't really know the answer for sure.
Well, if Brain Tank come after Mikhail, it will be sorry. Better go find Tiny Boss, see what his plan.
And then the lungfish ate me and we became best friends.
Oh my god.
I know.
I mean, oh my god!
I know.
Nils!
Yes, and because you got your brain stolen and I didn't, yes, I do. I think I'm better than you.
Aha! I knew it! Well, you're wrong. Have fun dying.
And so that's what happened to your brain.
Wow, what an amazing story. I mean, that is a really, really good story. And you know what the best part is? I'm in it. I better go write that whole thing down before we all get killed.
And that's how I earned all my merit badges.
OMG! I feel so stupid for throwing myself off the roof now!
What? Why did you throw yourself off the roof?
Because the poison didn't work. Listen, I have to go. The world could use some major league cheering right about now.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current situation?
I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Talk to me when you want me to put you back where you were. Good luck, Rasputin.